A highly anticipated meeting today between Justin Trudeau and Aung San Suu Kyi, who admitted Rohingya Muslims in her country have experienced a history of oppression in Myanmar and expressed a willingness to allow for the return of refugees, but no concrete action, no deliverables, and she did not denounce the military's actions. Joining me now is human rights activist Fareed Khan. Fareed, great to have you on. Let me just, first of all, get your thoughts on the meeting, because she said what she said, but there's no plan of action about what happens next.
Well, exactly. The meeting seemed to be more of a photo op than anything else. And unless the Prime Minister or the Foreign Affairs Minister can come out and say that there were actually concrete decisions or commitments made, then I think it was pretty much a waste of time.
To be fair, though, the Special Envoy, Bob Rae, did say, she will need to be judged not by what she says, but by what she does.
Well, yes, that's true. However, she's been a leader now for a few years. The oppression that was going on obviously did not begin under her watch. It had been going on previously, but she was aware of it when she became leader. And yet during that time, she's done nothing. She was called out on the most recent atrocities. Her speech in September, she did not really say anything meaningful. She didn't even acknowledge what was going on. She said, she basically lied to the world when she said that military operations had ceased on September 5th, even though evidence to the contrary was constantly coming out. So I'm listening to the reports of this conversation, and frankly, I find her to be not believable.
Is she shackled, though, by the military? I mean, is she trying to tread carefully? Because if she says too much, she may experience a backlash from the military because they have the real power there?
Well, she is, yes. I mean, I would acknowledge that she has some restrictions because the military holds the power that it does in Myanmar. However, she is the leader of a country. She has a moral responsibility to defend all its citizens. And this is a group that has not had any rights for decades. They were stripped of their citizenship in '82 under a law that was passed back then. And those rights and that citizenship has never been given back to them. And now it's reached the ultimate conclusion where you've got crimes against humanity and genocide. And she has to come out more strongly. I realize that she may be walking on eggshells, but the thing is, the world is watching, and under her watch, people are dying. And as a leader, she has a moral obligation to act to defend the rights of the citizens, regardless of what their background is, regardless of what their faith is.
You initiated a petition to have her stripped of her honorary Canadian citizenship. Just update us on that. How many signatures has it received?
It's approaching 45,000 signatures. However, I think it's moved beyond the stage of stripping her of her citizenship because initially that was the call because it would have been a symbolic action on the part of Canada as a signal to the world. But now it's reached a point where if the government has said they're not going to strip her of her honorary citizenship, and if that's the case, if she's going to remain an honorary Canadian, then I believe that she needs to be charged under Canadian law. There's a Crimes Against Humanity and War Crimes Act, which was passed in 2000. I believe that charges should be brought under that act against her. In addition, in combination with that, the government should be working internationally to bring war crimes charges against the military leaders. General Min Aung Hlaing, who is the commander-in-chief, he should be charged in the International Criminal Court, as well as his subordinates for initiating the genocide that's happening.
Million Rohingya Muslims in those Bangladeshi refugee camps. All right, Fareed Khan, appreciate having you on. Thank you.
Thank you.